Greetings everyone, guys, space engineers. I have a new ship here for you. This is the Terra Class Corvette. It's going to be one of a set of many factional ships I've been working on. I've worked on a lot. It's been a long time since I've released something. I've been working on a lot, but I haven't released the new ship in a while. So I just finished up with this one, put a lot of detail and effort into it, and I'd like to give you a tour and quick rundown of its features. This ship is considered a Corvette class due to size, role, weighs in at roughly just under 1,400 metric tons, so 1.4 million kilograms. Main armament, 4 large super repeating death missile launchers, rocket launchers, excuse me. As well, it has 6 automated Gatling turrets for whatever purpose you can deem fit. Some of the other features it's going to have, it's got 4 docking ports. They can be turned on and off from inside. As well, they can be extended with pistons, and they connect to the conveyor systems to allow things to be transferred, fuel, ammunition, things for the crew, etc. It's also got some docking clamps on the outside. It's got cameras on each side, save for the top and bottom. Let's get in here and take a quick look at what's going on. Airlock. This ship was built with a bit of roleplay in mind, in that it has to be usable by crew, has to have bunks for the crew, which those are regular crew bunks, and then some officer bunks here. The engines are accessible from the inside mostly, so a lot of repairs can be done on them from the inside. Centralized gravity generator. You'll notice no space is really wasted here. Everything's sort of tucked in, and there's a lot of space utilization. A lot of cargo. This cargo is not connected to the forward cargo. This cargo is meant for Gatling ammunition, anything the crew needs, uranium for the reactors back here. So we got 50 megawatt reactor rating, as well as batteries for auxiliary power, which are already charged. This is one of the pistons for the docking port. And actually, I'm going to need to connect that later. Thought I had that before. Guess I had to move it. Oh well. So yeah, I mean, pretty much there's not a lot to it, but I really did try to make it kind of like this cramped, space-saving environment, to make it more like a naval vessel. Here's the bridge. Decent view of what's going on. Then you have a forward pilot seat as well as a command chair, and 3 stations. I've programmed some buttons into the stations, but they're not 100% necessary. This is the power management station. We can turn the power on and off. Oop, gravity. Oh, that's fun. Wow. I didn't know that would happen like that. Good to know if you... So that's like an emergency power shut-off. If for some reason you really had a need to shut your power off. There we go. Wow. I didn't know it would do that like that. Good to know though. I might fix that. Auxiliary power, which is the batteries, and they can be turned on and off from here, as well as their recharge can be turned on and off from here. And for power saving or other purposes, the gravity generator can be manipulated from this station. Here you have a communication station, primarily for the antenna. You can turn it on and off, as well as the emergency beacon. I put a beacon hidden in the hull, and worst case scenario, the beacon goes on if there's any issue with the ship, as well as you can undock any of the docking ports all at once. Yeah, pretty much it on that. And then you have the security station, which is enabling of weapons, airlocks, locking, and lights on and off. I'm a personal fan of the mood lighting on and off. Lock the doors. And we can also turn that off. So this is a combat ship, and it's got a small crew. It's meant for you know, escort missions, things like that. Not necessarily a long-range vessel without a fleet to support, but for localized patrol and things like that, it's really perfect. Gonna take another look at the ship, but while we're inside. So you can see the antenna on the top, and a little bit of my view. I tried to cover the bridge a little bit, just for a little bit of safety, but also give it some view. It's always hard to mitigate those. You can see the clamps, the docking clamps, and the docking ports there. This is our back with the engine nacelles. We've got about 4 meters per second acceleration, which isn't bad. This is heavily composite armor, a lot of heavy armor on this ship. So it's a tough nut to crack. It's not going to go down in just a hit. At the same time, it's not going to face off against the biggest, heaviest thing, and it won't take a bazillion hits either. So it's a small ship. It's a Corvette. It's meant for combat, but light, medium combat, heavy combat, it needs to have some numbers. So yeah, we might as well take a look at some of the combat capability of this ship. So let's have the turrets be able to target everything. And yeah, what we'll do is this is probably going to go to hell real fast, but here we go. Huh, they're not destroying everything. Good. Normally, at least the way it used to be, that's how it was. Arm the missiles. Get some targeting going here. Oh yeah, I didn't show the cameras. Well, they work pretty well. Cameras are cameras. I'm surprised it won't shoot back at me. Oh well. You can get an idea of the firepower of this thing. A lot of damage output. And that's just with the forward missiles. It's got excellent maneuverability, so it can turn to position those missiles on targets as needed. Decimate. Especially lighter targets. I mean, it really just lays into things. And with the conveyor system attached, it's really just good to go on that end. And again, this is without the turrets shooting. The turrets are not laying into everything as they easily could. See, we get up the speed pretty fast here for such a big ship. Stopping is at most its biggest issue, but you know, we stopped pretty well considering. So yeah, you can see how much it does. We'll go take a look at the damage, and that should pretty much be it. Again, this is part of a faction I call Federation. Generally, their ships are a little more clunky, heavily armored in design, functional design. Everything is designed. You know, this isn't. If this ship is considered pretty in any way, it's due to its utilitarian sort of nature. It's built. Everything is built just around a function. So that's kind of how the ships are. Armored, well armed, slower than a lot of other ships, depending on what their ship's going to do. And you can see we've made quite a number of nasty holes. Destroyed that section. A lot of damage in here. And this was just in total of, what, 5-6 seconds of barrage. It's pretty nice. I will take it. You can see a chunk of the red ship moving off there. And this whole section just torn up, chewed up, anything in there not doing so well. This forward bridge is now exposed. Still functional, but we didn't really hit it that much. I mean, if we did a sustained deal on it, you know, it wouldn't necessarily last, I don't think. Not long. And if we concentrate in an area, I mean, I was just spreading the damage. If we concentrate in an area, we'll destroy pretty much anything we're targeting. So that's that. This is the Terra Class Corvette. It's a Federation ship. I'm going to be releasing some more Federation ships. I have some fighters. I've been working on a lot of them for a number of factions that I've thought up, and yeah, I'd love to show them off in the future. This is Guz. I hope you enjoyed, and take care, everybody.